Spoken English shows great variation across regions where it is the predominant language. Each country has its own slangs, different dialects with different accents. So it is very important that when you go to an English country, you have to know what are the common slangs and phrases so you will understand what are they talking about. To my channel. For today's video, we'll be talking about the differences between Irish English and American English. And if you're interested, please continue watching. Alright guys, thank you so much for tuning in to my channel. Alright, the reason why I've made this video because I had an experience with one of my patients and I did not understand what she was talking about. So I'll be giving some examples about Irish words, like Irish English and American English. So I grew up in the Philippines and I learned American English from school, and I also worked in a call center industry under an American account, and that's with Citibank of North America. Alright guys, and Irish people are really friendly. So they have a very good sense of humor, so it's really nice to talk with them. So that's what I love when I first got here in Ireland. I noticed that the environment is very welcoming. So the first thing that I noticed when I had my first exposure in the hospital, so one of my Irish colleagues asked, "What's the crack?" Okay, so at first like, oh, I didn't understand what she was talking about. So what's the crack means, guys, it's just how are you? What's happening? What's up? So that's the difference. And number two Irish slangs is yokes. So in English, in American English, it's things. So yokes. And that's gas. So gas in English, it's funny. So that's funny, instead of using that's gas. And another one is fair play to ya. So fair play to ya, which means congratulations in American English. And savage, so that's great in American English. And another thing, trash. So in Irish, you should use rubbish. So people will correct you, but you should not be offended because that's how they talk. They have their own way of talking and it's very creative, and sometimes that I've heard. So in American English, you will say sneakers, alright? But in Irish, you will say runners or trainers, alright? And number two, pants. So in American English, you can just use pants, but for Irish English, you need to use trousers. Because pants here in Ireland, it means that it's the underwears. It's underneath the trousers. And number three is soft drinks. So in American English, you can just say soft drinks and you can specify it. It's Pepsi, Cola, or Mountain Dew. But in Irish English, they just call it soda. So it's just very easy. And next is few beers. That's in American English, but in Irish English, you call it few pints. So let's go to the pub and we can have few pints, a pint of Guinness. And next is awesome. So American uses word awesome when they appreciate something. So in Irish English, they use brilliant instead. And next is diaper. So this is the first thing that was really confused when I first had my duty in the hospital, because people call it nappy instead of diaper. So Irish English, diaper is called as nappy. Next is the baby carriage. So you know this baby carriage, guys. So here in Ireland, they call it as pram. Next is the baby nozzle. So they call it as teat. Another thing is the press. So in the Philippines or even in America, like the press is just the closet or a cabinet. But here in Ireland, it doesn't matter what's inside the press. It could be clothes or cookware or anything, but they call it the press. Okay? And another thing is donkey's ears. So there's an Irish slang which means for a very long time. Alright guys, so these are the words that I've heard here in Ireland. So it's very important that if you are coming here in Ireland, you should know some Irish slangs, the most commonly used, so you will understand what we're talking about. I hope you learned something from this video, and if you like this video, please don't forget to click the like button below, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and also please click the bell notification so you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much everyone for watching.